everybody, welcome back to Sean's World. Yeah, as predicted, we did get some snow. Well, we're getting it right now. Not too bad, it's better than that rain. Now this morning before I come out, I've been doing a bit of research with my camera. And normally I pretty much just do a few settings, but just press the button and go. But I thought, no, it seems that it's getting darker and darker. What I've done, I changed all the settings back to factory. So I started from scratch. And I noticed that it's like someone turned the lights on, even though there wasn't any on. So at the moment, I haven't got any lights on in here. And I'm not anywhere near as dark as what I was before in the shadows. So that's without, you know, putting the lights on. So I think I've sussed that problem. Yeah, just got to be a bit careful when I'm doing the touchscreen. It is difficult when you're doing cementing and cutting and you've got gloves on and it's freezing cold, my fingers don't work properly, touch the screen, and the writing's so small. It's alright for youngsters, but when you get to my age, your eyes are not as good as what they used to be. So hopefully in this video it'll be a lot brighter. Wow, look at that. So picturesque when it snows. So in today's video I'm going to be fitting these huge oak posts. Now I've roughly prepared them so they're not too splintery. I can do the final sand once they're fitted. And like mentioned before, I'm going to put a chamfer on the edge. I think I did do a test piece somewhere. So I've been thinking about securing these to the stone at the bottom. So the base of the post will sit on this stone here. Now because I don't really want to put any fixings through the face of the upright post, I'm thinking about drilling a hole in the bottom of the post and putting in either a dowel or a piece of rebar, drilling into the stone, and then that way it would be a hidden fixing. So sort of probably about that much down into there. Up above doesn't matter too much because I can do a hidden fixing into the timber work. So the post will sit roughly around there, and then I can do a hidden fixing from behind. So this area isn't too much of an issue. I can get a fixing in that, but it's just the base. So it'll just be a simple case of corner to corner, find the centre, drill a hole, pop something in there, whether it be metal or wood. Make the top hole a little bit longer and this quite long, so that once I place it on there, it can go right up flush, and then when it goes over the hole, naturally this will fall down. So sounds complicated, but it really isn't. Now it's very important at this stage to check the timbers, find out if there's one end better than the other. This end there's a few more splits this end than that end, so obviously I'm going to cut off the wastage this end. It doesn't matter too much about the face because I can spin them round. That's not a major issue. So as we can see here, it's really not level. There's nearly 20 mil higher this side, and it does slope slightly. We can get around that. This one's a little flatter, but yeah, it's still going to be challenging. But like I say, I can pack from behind that way, so it won't be seen. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut off a bit of excess off the post, and I'm going to transfer it onto the floor, get some levels, mark it all the way around so I can determine the centre of the square, save lifting up this big post on and off. Can't do it anyway because I've got to cut it first. So yeah, I'm going to cut off a small section like that, put it on the floor, mark round, drill me hole, and then make the final cut. Now there's nothing straight here, so I'm going to have to use some of the cut ends that have already got a slight taper on them to my advantage. Yeah, can't wait for this. Beautiful sunny day now. Easy, isn't it? Let's just give these stones, each corner, a little hoover off. Now, normally when I was doing any work like this previously, I'd cut the longest one first, and then if that was too short I'd use it for the shorter one, so you get a little margin of error there. But these are exactly the same, believe it or not, albeit one's slightly angled at the top. The measurements are both the same, which means that's level and that's level, which is pretty good. Or they're both on, no, they're both level. Slightly longer, a couple of mil. And hopefully the other two should line up. I think I'll reserve use of the chainsaw for the moment. I'm going to use the skill saw. I might need this in a moment, you never know. Got a strap here, can go around the timber and I can tie it off without that hitting me on the head. So we'll have that ready. Not too heavy like this. Okay. Nearly there. Well, I won't lie, that did take some manoeuvring in and out and cutting, but basically it's there. I've got a little bit of packing up to do, that's fine. The stone's a little bit uneven at the base, that's not a problem. We can get some packers underneath there. It's almost where I want it to be. Same as the top, just get some packers in there. And yeah, one down, one more to go. Okay, let's mark the spot where the pin goes in and then drill the stone. So literally X marks the spot. Couldn't find a longer drill bit, so I'll have to use this until I find one. Only kidding. Will save me bending down though. And the idea is lift it over there so it's like this on the floor, and when I slide over the drilled hole that will drop down. See whether that works. Now hopefully once I raise it up, that little pin will drop down into there. Pin's dropped. As it dropped out the base. Yep, it has. As it found the new hole. We're nearly there. Right. Insert some hackers. We'll chisel those off once we're finished. Around this side. It's got the weight now, which is just as well because I've been looking a bit closer at the stonework above my head. Yeah, it's looking a lot worse with a spotlight close up. So yeah, that'll have to be tackled next. But this is certainly the right way to go with this. The first one is in, it's all levelled up. There's a little bit of making good around the top where I've had to wedge it. So yeah, just a little bit of magic to blend it all together, because we've got, don't forget, we've got oak posts and chestnut cross beam. So yeah, once it's all fitted and you know we're ready at that stage, then I'll blend all the colours in to make it look like it's always been there. Okay, right, we're on to cutting the second one now. Going to get set up, we'll get that in. So that's one end cut. Time to make a few more measurements, double check. Let's go for it. Might enter the Highland Games next year. That was me light. Lucky it hit me on the head, because I might have felt it. What it pays to wear a hard hat. Did I mention I've got a new channel? Sean's Universe. Well, if you haven't already subscribe. I've got a great video coming up soon, so thank you everybody for your support. Perfect. Okay, let's get it lifted on. So that is the top. Still quite a bit to come off. Now if this don't fit, it's chainsaw time. A lot of the time when you're doing things like this and the stone ain't level and the timber ain't level above, you keep cutting and cutting, it's tight, and then all of a sudden it becomes too loose. So yeah, you just have to be patient. Get to a point where it just falls in. Not quite there yet, but we're not far from it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, a couple of millimetres, that's all it is sometimes. Spirit level. That's tight. Time for the persuader. Yep, I think it's picked up with that pin now. The base ain't moving nowhere anytime soon. And it is just about spot on with the other timber. Yep. Wow. What do you think? So I've just got to put some wedges around the top there just to pack it out, same as I've done the other side. We'll get that stained up so it all matches in. But what do you think? Don't that add some character to the room? Yeah, which brings me to my next job, and that is securing the stonework that runs up the chimney. But until I got these wooden posts in, it just wasn't safe for me to get inside there and go up into the chimney void. So yeah, when I come to repair it, I'm going to go upstairs, repair the outside, because I can see daylight through it, I can see into the chimney. So I'll put my hand in there in some places, so I'm going to get all that rendered up nice and tight, and then that way I can get up inside the chimney on my ladder and fill all those gaps in. I maybe put some strengtheners in there, like shore it up a little bit just to make sure, but it doesn't really need it. There you have it, folks. We've got the posts in, we're making great progress. I'm not going to point the half up yet, the stones on the base, because I'm doing lots of work there and I don't want to damage it. So, but they're all set, you know, they're not going nowhere. All the timbers are in nice and strong. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. A bit of a monumental effort, but I got there. Perseverance, just keep going. But no job can be signed off without getting the official supervisor in. Bring on the supervisor. And it just so happens she's got a cup of tea for us, so Sam's just going to come in, perfectly timed.
Hello, dear.
Hello, come this way. But you was wondering where I was, weren't you, this time of night?
Oh, yeah. There you go, nice cuppa for you.
Come in, what do you think?
Wow. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Right, you'll be sitting here. I'll be sitting over here.
Oh,
Should have Arnett on in here. Yeah, let's imagine. Let's fast forward.
Imagine there's a nice fire
Yeah,
there.
roaring fire. Not freezing -5.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well done.